Director's Log, Stardate 2160.513. The efforts of our fleet saw the threat of the alien probe thwarted, destroying the object before it could reach Earth. Prime Minister Samuel Wyatt recommended the brave men and women aboard USS Enterprise and the 4 patrol frigates from the Sol Defense Fleet, as well as their commander Admiral Chapikos, for their untiring efforts to protect humanity. Disturbing news reached us from the science team under Captain McX, who was investigating the debris of the alien probe. Apparently, it contained a bomb that would have devastated large parts of Earth if it had reached the surface. The team also found a hint that could lift the identity of those who sent the probe. It seems they call themselves the Xindi, and are rumored to dwell in the Delphic Expanse. The leading Prime Minister Sam Wyatt and his recently elected successor, Prime Minister Drak, have decided to send out Earth's most advanced starship, the USS Enterprise, under our most decorated Admiral Chapikos, to the Delphic Expanse to find some answers. Who wants Earth destroyed, and why? We're newcomers to the galactic stage, we have no enemies. Or so we thought until now. Command of the Sol Defense Fleet has passed to Admiral Ryan Olsen, a recently promoted captain of one of the patrol frigates employed to destroy the probe. It was his frigate that detected the probe on a routine scanning mission on the edges of the Sol system. His promotion and appointment has been received very well throughout Starfleet. Captain McX and the crew of the USS Explorer were sent to Wolf 424 to survey the system, but after seeing the dangers to Earth firsthand, when he studied the alien probe, McX vowed to bolster humanity's protection, and as of today has taken over the chair for physics and field manipulation in Geneva, pushing for an improved warp engine. Captain Arnulf Zimmerman, a renowned archaeologist well esteemed for her meticulousness, has taken over the command of the USS Explorer with immediate effect. Professor Rubicant is still pursuing the colonization and terraforming of other worlds by standardizing the equipment and design of frontier clinics to be deployed on newly colonized worlds to help colonists stay healthy and to adapt to their new surroundings. Professor Rainbow Reaper has taken recent events to make a shift in his research, trying to develop advanced warheads that could be used for minefields as well, if necessary. Who thought we might have to change our research from better ships for exploration to weapons of mass destruction so quickly? Captain Eth recently found the desiccated remains of a humanoid of an unknown species in the Sirius system during a routine survey mission. The findings indicate that this could have been a fighter pilot who ejected during a battle, but there was no debris that would support that theory. The pilot's body has been sent to Earth to be studied further. Captain PGDK has formally protested against his orders to postpone a closer examination of a strange debris field in the Lalande system. In his words, it's the height of folly to push onto other systems in a mad rush to claim more space when we have unsolved mysteries in our own backyard. Although the recent traumatic events have drained our resolve and our resources, there are good news as well. We have made contact with the Andorians a short while ago, and the former Prime Minister, Sam Wyatt, has managed to successfully mediate between them and the Vulcans. This has led to much closer diplomatic ties between our 3 nations. We've decided to call this coalition of ours the Favorable Axis. There's more mediating to be done between our friends and the Tellarites, however, since although they've been given association status with our coalition, both the Andorians and the Vulcans refuse to allow them to join our coalition. Governor Sam Wyatt has agreed to work as a special ambassador to reduce the friction between them, since Governor Jake Hunter has declared that he still has no problems managing Earth's infrastructure and our expansion in space at the same time. Let's hope he can leverage the trust he has built with all partners during his tenure as Prime Minister to solve this amicably. The Tellarites could be a valuable addition to our alliance. Director of Section 31, Horath Drak, and log. And with that, welcome back to our United Federation of Planets, or rather currently just United Earth playthrough. So let's get this kicked off. The Enterprise is still on its way to the Delphic Expanse. We have, however, some star systems to claim. We need to claim everything around us. That needs to happen like pretty soon. We're being kind of the Tellarites next to us are making a very aggressive land grab. I'm not sure I'm super happy with that.
Survey complete.
Just because it makes my life quite a bit more difficult. But then on the other hand, I mean, what can you do, really? Okay, so we're gonna send this construction ship over there, trying to claim that planet.
Technology discovered.
Mortals, so easy for you to snuff it. Well, at least you got your hospitals and voodoo doctors to help you with that. Now that you've unlocked access to your first advanced medical facility, you will find you can also access the healthcare policy menu. Changing your healthcare policy will change the benefits your hospitals provide across your empire. They boost growth rates and can help you generate food, research, or increase your prosperity levels. Okay, thanks. After a day in orbit of Alpha 3A with no progress in locating the source of the unusual subspace readings, Captain Eth prepares to give the order to move on to the USS Franklin's next survey target. Moments later, the ship's sensors detect a surge in subspace activity, followed by the appearance of an alien ship off the port bow. Hailing the vessel proves fruitless, and after several minutes of silent confrontation, the ship warps away. I'm gonna wait for the ship to return. Stay on high alert. 2 days pass and the crew of the USS Franklin grows convinced the aliens have no plans to return to Alpha 3A. On the 3rd day, the ship's sensors detect another surge in subspace activity before the alien ship drops out of warp next to the USS Franklin. The vessel raises its shields and powers up what appears to be its weapon system. Hail them! The USS Franklin's communications officer repeats on all frequencies, hail to the alien vessel. The bridge crew awaits response in tense silence with only the hum of the ship's engines in the background. An alert chimes. The aliens have returned the hail. A strange, almost fungal form appears on the view screen and a series of clicks, low moans are heard through the communication system. I'm Captain Eth of the USS Franklin, the captain begins before detailing the ship's mission in this system. With every new sound from the alien, the USS Franklin's Universal Translator system starts to construct a model of its language until at last broken phrases are overlaid, followed by full sentences. A dialogue is begun. The alien describes itself as a lackey and says it is on a mission for its overlord that it cannot fail. Its orders were not to interfere with other species, but our hails piqued its curiosity. 10 minutes of conversation later, it announces it is time for it to depart and regrets how unlikely it is to ever meet with Captain Eth again. The Xenology department eagerly looks forward to reviewing the data gathered during this encounter. Yay, we gained 262 society research, which is a ton considering we're collecting 14 per month.
Construction complete.
That's absolutely great. We're done with the Frontier Clinic. That's good. So this allows us to build hydroponic bays. Probably not a bad idea. Diplomacy and slavery kind of seems good though. Researching it will unlock the options to select one out of several branching options for future development. We'll go with this. And we'll probably want to tell the galaxy sooner rather than later that we're not really interested in slavery. That's not how we roll. Okay. So down here we could upgrade this. We have a fully grown pop now collecting some more minerals. We're still pretty bad in terms of mineral collection, like 34 is just...
Construction complete.
It's not something that makes me very happy, I gotta say. We have that miner mandate that we're gonna try to fulfill if we can. So 1 of 4. Still need a couple more mineral stations. But that is fine. We'll build another mining station. Apparently our current leader, Diseased Yak, also has the... Oh, you know, that's not... Yeah, over here. Space Miner. Minus 25% cost for mining stations. And for construction ships. And we have also 10% build cost reduction. That's beautiful. That's really, really good. Should help us a lot in terms of pushing our borders out and getting things done here. I like it. Now, finding new... We're going to investigate the Iota aliens. We found the Betazoid houses. We could learn much from each other. I'm going to try to investigate the Kappa aliens here. That's good. So, Betazoid houses are down in the south. No association status. What's going on? It's just a distance. That makes them not want to join us. We should try to get them on our side, I think. And these guys have still a lot of orders. Yeah, we're gonna try to take von Man and Star. Okay, the Expanse. After weeks of fruitless searching in the Expanse, Captain Chapicles has found his first clue. The owner of a Trellium mining station claims to employ a Xindi laborer and would be willing to arrange a meeting for a price. One of the Xindi workers' fingers is provided as evidence. An unfortunate mining accident, apparently, which provokes more questions. The organic residue from the probe that attacked Earth shares a number of genetic markers in common with those from the finger, but they appear to be from separate, though related species. That the Xindi may not be a single species confuses the investigation. Captain Chapicles convenes with the Enterprise's senior staff to decide on how to proceed. So we could meet with the worker, or we could offer to purchase a contract. Damn, we don't have the mineral income for that kind of thing. I mean, we could just meet with him. I really want to ensure success, so maybe we'll just wait a little bit. Actually, what we could do is stop. And stop here. We're going to offer the Xindi workers contract. We're going to buy it. The mining facility administrator appears surprised that Captain Chapicus would meet his price, but agrees to transfer the Xindi worker to the Enterprise after payment is made in full. After being brought to the Enterprise, the worker, a male named Kasich, expresses his gratitude at being freed from what he describes as slave labor in the mining facility. On questioning, Kasich appears to know nothing of the attack on Earth, but does confirm the location of the Xindi homeworld and that 6 separate species of Xindi evolved there. Having provided this information, Captain Chapicus agrees to transfer Kasich to a passing cargo vessel, which agrees to take him on as crew. Well, we bought the dude and then we're not going to take him on board? Alright then, I mean, it's his life, he can do what he wants. Sure, sure. There's a tropical world in here, that could be interesting. There's a demon world here, which we're not super interested in. We've arrived at the coordinates of the Xindi home system. However, no habitable worlds can be detected. Instead, an enormous asteroid field fills the star's habitable zone. Using predictive modeling, the science office is able to confirm that the asteroid field came from a single world between 150 and 200 years ago. Material analysis of the field indicates the presence of advanced compounds that indicate the presence of a warp-faring culture. If this is the Xindi homeworld, it has been broken for a long time. Captain Chapicus orders a return to the original Expanse search pattern. Acknowledged.
Our presence in the galaxy has not gone by unnoticed.
Okay, we translated the language of the Temerians. Diplomatic channels are now open. All hostilities have been terminated. These are xenophobic isolationists. They want to be left in peace. We could learn much from each other, Temerian. Maybe we'll be able to melt down their reserve and actually become friends with them. We'll see how that goes. So one thing I want to do here on Earth is... we have the industrial fabricator, which means buildings are much cheaper now. Still thinking... we could kind of go for maybe the trading center. We are going to need food at some point. Yeah, it might be better to just push on and get some more mining stations here. Let's do that. These are not that expensive. Ship is still moving towards Wolf 424. While meeting all these alien cultures, we're going to get a ton of influence that we can use to increase humanity's range.
Anomaly detected.
Challenging thing here. Impressive structures, litter, Ross 15468 surface, practically begging for some archaeological work. Well, this is the specialty of Arnold Zimmerman, so do it. The Enterprise has detected a Vulcan distress signal being transmitted from a nearby asteroid field. On inspection, the vessel, the Stellaris, is heavily damaged and not responding to hails. Boarding the vessel, Captain Chapicus leads a team to make contact with the crew and attempt to effect repairs. Deep in the Vulcan ship, several Vulcan crew members, in a frenzied state, ambush Chapicus' team, forcing them to take refuge in the Stellaris control room. Analyzing the bioreadings from a Vulcan officer, stunned unconscious, reveals the psychotic effect has been caused by exposure to Trellium-D, which pervades the asteroid field. Definitely going to investigate a possible cure. Captain Chapicus orders the Enterprise medical staff to exhaust all options to provide a cure to the psychotic Vulcans on the Stellaris, while the away team reinforces their position in the control room. Nearly a day passes before a series of potential cures are provided, however all require testing. Selecting the most likely antidote, a medical team distributes the concoction of Trellium-D neutralizing agents through the life support umbilical connections on the Stellaris starboard docking port. Within minutes, the entire crew of the Stellaris is unconscious, allowing the away team to exit the control room. Several hours pass and the crew begin to awaken again, showing no signs of their previous behavior. The surviving senior staff of the Stellaris express their appreciation for the Enterprise's efforts and promise to petition the Vulcan government to assist in the United Earth's search for a solution for the Xindi crisis as soon as the Stellaris effects repairs. Excellent. We're a faction now, the Solar Core News Service. led by Prime Minister Diseased Yak. Their members work for equality and justice for all denizens of our empire. Okay. It's not super helpful. They're not happy with us. Let's see what the faction wants. We have no diplomacy. We have no free education. We have no universal healthcare. I mean, can we switch that? Where is it? So healthcare. We are going to go for free medical access, I guess. So every hospital will produce an additional prosperity. I mean, this is really useful, the society research, but I think we can just go with that. And educational policies. We'll go with free higher education. That should make that faction a lot happier. Where are we? Factions. We still don't have the traditional diplomacy, so these guys are not mega happy with us, but yeah, getting some influence from the faction is definitely going to help us claim more systems around the space. Still lacking the minerals here. One of the problems that we're going to have is we might not be strong enough to take that station on. There's an unidentified empire with at least one military station. Those could very well be pirates. I guess we kind of have to push the repairs on this, or the upgrades on that fleet. Let me have a look at the ship designer again. The problem with these frigates is really that you can't fit a lot of modules on them, which is a real problem for sure. They also don't have any console on them either, so their usefulness is quite limited. Neptune class. It's the Neptune class refit, sure. 360? Oh damn. That's a lot of minerals. I wonder if we might not be able to maybe switch some things. Now listen here, communications, they're valuing it of 1. They do not value our energy at all. Are they interested in food? No. Can't give away systems. Okay, yeah, no. These guys are not interested in anything. How are you valuing energy credits? Also nothing. You guys? No? Damn it.
Construction complete.
Wanna go for the trade treaty. Now, how about our information? Could also give them an active sensor link for quite a while. Is there a way for me to get some minerals from you? Even a little bit will do, actually. I really want those. I really want that fleet upgraded. Okay, so that happened. We're almost up to 40 monthly gain. It's still not enough though. Terrorite is now in a migration treaty with the Vulcans. Still no ability to invite them into a coalition. Damn it. Months of investigation have led Captain Chapikos to a Xindi mining colony where chemosite, a key element used in the Xindi probe attack on Earth, is being produced in huge quantities. The mines appear to be surrounded by a number of small settlements with layouts suggesting civilian use. With enough time and materials, we could fashion a series of explosive charges that would destroy the chemosite mines while avoiding damaging the civilian structures, but any delay could allow the Xindi to collect more chemosite for the next weapon. I mean, can we risk the away team? We're gonna do this. Sabotage the chemosite storage only. Explosives successfully destroy the Xindi mining facilities, while preventing all but superficial damage to the surrounding settlements. Time to detonate at night. Casualties among the mining staff have been kept low. Hours after the destruction of the facility, a number of Xindi starships were detected dropping out of warp and landing by the complex. Taking off again shortly after, the Enterprise was able to track their warp vector. Very good. Okay, now we have no minerals again, which is great, I guess. Alright, yeah, I guess we gotta push for more minerals, so I'm gonna save for the trading center.
Discovered.
Hey, Xeno Relations Technology Breakthrough. Vulcan says, I've been leading a team researching advanced studies into non-human behavioral trends. I'm pleased to announce that we've made a substantial breakthrough. So what can that do? Interstellar Trade Association. The very first step in a list of technologies that deal with interspecies diplomacy, cooperation and trade. Selecting this path allows for the research of benefits to trade attractiveness, unique modules, special buildings and much more. Yeah, sure, we're going to take the only option available to us. Okay, hey, we can increase... Oh no, we want that. Research speed increase for society. It's definitely what we need, for sure. Start exploring up here. Done with these guys. I guess we should claim Sirius, so I'm gonna send that ship out already. Okay, at least these guys are now kind of moving to the left. Intermittent subspace readings have led Captain Chapicus to a planet orbiting a small K-class star. Astonishingly, the planet is inhabited by what appears to be several thousand humans and a smaller number of unknown aliens in 5 small towns. Architecture and farming methods are consistent with those used in the late 19th century North American West. What? Okay, let's send a landing party. I've never seen that one. Captain Chapicus has spent several days infiltrating the primitive civilization, learning that the humans in the colony were brought to the world centuries ago by a race called the Skagarans, who they subsequently overthrew. The captain is troubled to learn that the surviving Skagarans now live in conditions little better than slavery. Worse, the colony appears to be on the brink of a race war that, coupled with several years of poor harvests, could destroy the viability of both populations. We'll reveal the United Earth to the population. Like, we have a first contact protocol and all that kind of stuff, but these guys are humans, so we're definitely gonna try to pull these guys back to Earth. Landing several Enterprise shuttle pods in the center of the largest settlement, North Star, Captain Chapicus shocked the colonists by attempting to explain to the presence of the Enterprise in their centuries of missed history. In an effort to unite both Skagaran and human community behind the promise of future technological support. Despite his best efforts, the attempt has failed, provoking further conflicts between both communities who see the Enterprise as a tool to further the claims of the others. As the violence spirals out of control, it appears that several Skagarans have discovered a cache of anti-matter weapons from the starship that first colonized the world centuries ago. Accepting his intervention has failed, Captain Chapicus orders the Enterprise to resume its mission in the Expanse, leaving the colony to its fate. Damn. That did not go well. Which is not too reassuring. It happens, I guess.
Evading hostiles.
Okay, so we have space pirates in Sirius now. That's not good. These guys are actually stronger than our frigates.
Evading hostiles.
I'm gonna set these guys to be passive and to move back to Sol, I guess. This is not good. We have another faction, the Gatilili Society, led by Governor White. Their members have been pushing hard for friendly relations with alien species. Yeah, I get that. Having followed the Chemosite shipments to a nearby system, the Enterprise has encountered an Andorian vessel, the Kumari, under Commander Shran of the Imperial Guard. So he's an Andorian. Shran offers the Kumari services to assist the Enterprise, insisting on sending an engineering team to upgrade and repair various systems. deriding the Vulcan High Command for its lack of support for the United Earth efforts against the Xindi, Captain Chapicus can't help but feel there's more to the Andorian presence in the Expanse. While the two vassals sit at the edge of the system, their sensors detect a massive energy discharge in the inner asteroid belt as a dwarf planet is vaporized, further confirming the threat of another Xindi weapon. I'm gonna accept the resistance of the Andorians for sure. Accepting the Andorians' help pleases Shran, whose crew spends the next few days upgrading various systems aboard the Enterprise. Chapicus and Shran devise a plan to capture the prototype weapon by using the Enterprise as bait to lure the Xindi patrol vessels away, before allowing the Kumari to beam the weapon aboard and disarm it. The mission is successful and the two vessels rendezvous in the system's Oort cloud to jointly investigate the workings of the weapon. Several undetected safety protocols are tripped, however, and both vessels narrowly avoid destruction as the weapon triggers an overload of its chemosite-laced energy emitters. The Kumari is heavily damaged and Commander Shran is forced to accept the assignment of a small contingent of Enterprise engineers to help the vessel limp back to Andorian space. Initial scans of the weapon reveal a number of potential weaknesses, however no clues as to the location of any further prototypes. Understood. Okay, I guess I have no choice other than to wait until these ships can be upgraded. I don't have the Enterprise, which means we're actually not going to be strong enough to take these guys out. They're moving into the Alpha Centauri system. Does not make me happy at all. An encounter in Sol. Let's investigate these aliens.
Station under attack.
Damn it. Could you not? Could you just not destroy my stations? It's just a thought, but it would be really nice of you to not destroy my stations. I'm just saying it again, because these pirates. They are always enemies of any civilized society, I guess. And these are our enemies. Long weeks spent hunting the Expanse have paid off as the Enterprise has successfully captured a shuttle belonging to the Xindi primate scientists leading their weapon project against Earth, a male named Dagra. Captain Chapicus must now decide how to take advantage of this new captive. The technical officer suggests an elaborate ruse using memory-inhibiting drugs and a mock shuttle pod to extract the location of the final Xindi weapon from Dagra, but the resources required are substantial. An initial interrogation reveals little beyond the knowledge that the Xindi apparently believe that destroying Earth is their only hope of survival. I mean, that kind of opens up their motives, right? So if they believe they have to destroy Earth, someone must have given them that idea, because like we've never met each other. So we're gonna free Dagra as a symbol of goodwill. Captain Chapicus spends the next few days attempting to convince Dagra of the innocence of the United Earth, that Earth does not intend to destroy the Xindi. The conversations loop back time and again to the same point of disbelief, and after exhausting all avenues of persuasion, Captain Chapicus orders Dagra and the crew of his shuttle abandon on the nearest uninhabited world capable of supporting life. A large supply of provisions are offered, with the hope that Dagra's absence will substantially slow progress on the weapon. The location of the weapon remains unknown, however. Sure.
Our presence in the galaxy has not gone by.
Okay, we found the Benzarians. Hello. These guys are pacifistic and fanatic materialists. What do you mean we all look the same? How rude. We're the Benzarian Commonwealth and we're pleased to make your acquaintance. What our diplomat said to them? They all look the same? Dude, that guy needs to go through diplomat school again. Hey, we got the next better level of warp engine. That's great. We also got the next level of phase cannons. I think we have to go for these now. Just to knock them out. Preparing for oh yeah, that increases the ship upgrade cost. Ross 154 is uninhabited, indeed uninhabitable, but not unvisited. Its surface is littered with tall cenotaphs, carved from some mineral not native to the planet, evidently placed here by some artistically inclined spacefaring race. The monoliths, flowing lines, deftly chart a history so fantastical it must surely be fictional. Surely. I'm gonna image them for the archives. We gain some engineering research. Come on, start upgrading the fleet. This needs to happen with the utmost dispatch.
Ships upgraded.
Okay, that increased our power slightly. Well, let's hope. These guys have increased sublight speed. We're gonna send them to attack the pirate fleet. Let's hope that actually does something for us. The Expanse. While searching for the location of the Xindi weapon, the Enterprise has detected the wreckage of a Xindi vessel on the surface of a Class K world in the Urange system. The vessel appears to be of Xindi insectoid design. While there are no signs of active Xindi ships in the system, Captain Chapicus debates with the crew on the best course of action. First Officer recommends continuing the search for the weapon, as initial scans suggest nothing of value survived, while the Tactical Officer suggests destroying the remains of the vessel prior to departure in order to deny the Xindi of any potential salvage. In opposition to both, the ship's doctor urges an investigation to confirm whether or not any insectoids survived the disaster. Gonna investigate the wreckage. Investigating the ruins confirm that no technology of value survived whatever catastrophe occurred. As their waiting prepares to return to the Enterprise, a Meko guard makes a grisly discovery: a chamber filled with broken egg cases and the remains of dozens of Xindi insectoid infants. After confirming that none of the insectoids survived, Captain Chapicus orders the Enterprise to continue the search for the Xindi weapon. Understood. Assault Defense Fleet is on its way to engage the pirates. I wish we had more ships for the Assault Defense Fleet. I wish I could build one of the bigger cruisers. But we already lost the station over here, I think. We might get a small cache of stuff. We have another faction, the Boomer Independent Traders. They lobby for a national focus on financial growth and stability through peaceful means. Founded by Mech X. There's another hostile fleet over here.
Technology discovered.
Whoa! 3.6k. Yeah, we won't be able to take these guys on for a while. Don't think that's gonna happen soon. Got a new torpedo. I think we should go for polarized hull plating. This will actually lead us to the development of force fields, which is good. That's what we want. Our ships are gonna... Hey! The Andorians are helping us. That's beautiful. Man, Andorians are awfully nice. I appreciate that, Andorians. Months pass and the Enterprise crew begin to lose all hope of ever finding the Xindi weapons construction site. A chance encounter with a species with trade relations with the Xindi offers a new opportunity, however. The traders share rumors of heavy traffic coming and going from the Azati system. Our lead Captain Chapicus cannot afford to not pursue. Understood. The Enterprise arrives in the Azati system, almost immediately being fired upon by the many Xindi warships patrolling the area. The attack is soon halted though, as a squadron of Xindi aquatic ships forms a protective escort around the Enterprise. Intense bursts of communication are detected between the various Xindi vessels, until at last a shuttle docks with the Enterprise, and the Xindi Aquatic Reptilian Security Detachment demands Captain Chapicus comes with them to the Xindi Council chambers to plead for his life in person. Captain Chapicus represents his evidence to the Xindi Council, proving Earth's innocence. Xindi fears that Earth would seek to destroy their species are shown to be the fabrication of the transdimensional beings who themselves have created the subspace instabilities in the Delphic Expanse to allow the region to become inhabitable to their kind. The arboreal representatives, with the aquatics and primates, demand more time to consider their response. However, the reptilians and insectoids are enraged by this. Seizing control of the weapon, the reptilians and insectoids launch the device on a direct course to Earth, while the Enterprise races to try and catch up with it. We will not fail. What? The Xindi weapon has entered the Sol system with an escort of several ships. If the weapon reaches Earth, the loss to humanity will be catastrophic. That is unfortunate, to say the least. Fully repaired, the Vulcan starship Stellaris enters the Sol system, with orders to assist the United Earth against the Xindi weapon threat. The Stellaris' arrival may tip the balance in the coming battle. Fully repaired, the Andorian starship Kumari enters the Sol system, with orders to assist the United Earth against the Xindi weapon. The Kumari's arrival may tip the balance in the coming battle. So we have both our allies. I mean, if these guys could also follow me. Yeah, no, they're moving back to the Procyon system. Holy hell. Okay, this is bad. This is bad. Let's hope that we can actually deal with this. We're going to send the patrol frigates back right now. Let's hope the Enterprise is actually back in action for us. Yeah, actually, they are. Okay, so we have the Enterprise, we have the Kumari, and I guess we also have the Stellaris. So that's pretty good. The Stellaris is actually as strong as our whole fleet. So together we have like 800 fleet strength. Yeah, we'll try to deal with this situation, and then I see you guys in the next episode. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you join me next time. Bye bye.